Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video today we're going to be running the 1/2 inch classified cons from the last trip up, trip number 9. If you I didn't get any video of me collecting that on that trip, but it's about a 1/2 bucket's worth. So what we're going to be doing is wet classifying it from 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch bucket classifier. And then once it's separated down to 1/4 inch cons, what we have in between the 1/2 inch and 1/4, we're going to set down here on the rubber matting, and we are going to go over it with the metal detector, the pinpointer, the vibra-probe, and see if there's any large pieces of gold. You would definitely see it. So all right, that's the plan. I just got the DIY cleanup sluice out. I need to get the rest of the accessories, but I'll get that set up and put you guys up on the tripod, and I'll bring everyone back when I'm ready to wash this in. All right. It's all packed in here. Like I said before, coming down the bumpy dirt road, it just packs everything down and turns it almost into like cement. Let's give that a shake. We'll add a little more to it. Just keep doing that. Ooh, caught it. A little bit spilled, and it spilled back in the bucket. I'm trying to keep the buckets as close as I can. All right. All right, we're losing water here, so add some. Out, give it the flip here so it all stays on the rubber mat. Okay, nothing that I can see right out of the gate here, but okay. All right, let's continue on. A little bit left in here. We're gonna rinse this bucket into the classifier. Make sure everything is clean. Okay, clean bucket. Set it aside. Okay, classifier empty. Okay. Here we got the metal detector, vibra-probe. Hold it up. It vibrates, signifying that it's on. All right, check it against my ring. Here, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but. All right, so let's. Let's make sure we're, yep. All right. See some rust-stained pebbles, but this doesn't pick up rust or rust staining. Interesting. Now, if that was a piece of gold, this would be screaming. It's just a little tiny piece of, I don't know what. It's not iron. That would have been buzzing, like on my ring. But okay. Pretty safe to say that there's not going to be no between quarter-inch and half-inch nuggets. No iron. Alright, we're down to the rubber mat here already. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're safe there. I mean, that sucks because it would have been cool if there was a turned off after no detection for, I don't know how long that was, but it'll shut off, so they need to restart back on. Okay, here we go. Just for this last bit. Yeah. All right. Let's say we're okay. Okay, next step will be to run the remainder of what's in here through the cleanup sluice, and I still got to get that finished set up. So let me get that set up and I'll bring everyone back. no way. That's already a piece of gold. Alright. So you guys can see real time, because I saw the gold and then we got a problem here. Alright, our issue is that we got a little pile building up at the end of the run. So we need to either increase the water flow or increase the angle, because we need that to run off. I may just increase the water flow a little bit more, because I don't want to increase the angle too much, because then everything just starts blowing off. So you want to balance to where it's all clearing out, and I mean just right there at the end it should just be pouring off into the safety pan. But what I noticed, let me get over here to where I can see it. It's a small piece, but it's in there. Oh, come on, where are we? I gotta do the finger trick. All right, there's my finger. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a piece in there flickering around, and I had got my heart rate going. Let me turn the water off. All right, because I want you to see this. And all right, let's there we go. Okay, pumps off. Oh yeah, it's a piece of gold for sure. Right there, boom. Is that one too? Next to it? No. Yeah, it totally is. Underneath that rock, a nice little chunker. Oh wow. Okay, so we're on the right track. Oh, should I just leave those there? Or just grab the hemostat? So I got it off. All right, I got to put you back up on a tripod. I'm gonna grab my snuffer and probably pull those two pieces out real quick. Where are they again? Right there. Two pieces. I'll pull those couple pieces out, change the angle, and then we'll continue running. All right, let me get that out of the way and I'll bring you back. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to do this. This is super awkward. All right, I'm just gonna, no. There's some more. I can see some specks of gold. A lot smaller than what I just picked out, so I'm gonna leave it. It was kind of a pain in the butt to pick it out, and I was trying to get a good camera shot, but yeah. It's all in the snuffer. We'll see all the what I get out of here in the snuffer dump. This guy's flying low and slow right over. bring you guys in here. Everything's exchanging out nicely, as it should. Corrected the angle and water flow, so that way it's completely clearing through. Just a little bit of light so you could see at the tip, and that's all right. I don't know if you see it in there, down in there. There's some balls of lead collecting where those other pieces of gold were trapped. So that might be the sweet spot. All right, let me get you set up at a different angle. All right, before I switch you guys to a different angle once again, I just want to take a opportunity to say thank you for watching, those who actually are watching. And I want to ask you to leave a comment and let me know if this is the type of content that you want to see more of or maybe less of. I mean, it's all part of mining, so I mean, you'll see it in my channel one way or another. But yeah, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, like the video, and just let me know what you want to see. Do you prefer, another question I get for some, do you like to hear me talking to you guys while I'm doing it, or would you rather just me, you know, shut up and then you listen to the material flowing through the sluice and, you know, the ambient sounds? Because I kind of like that too when I watch other prospecting channels. So just, yeah, leave me a comment. Even a thumbs up emoji will work, you know, just so that I know I'm doing something right and that everyone's enjoying it. So, all right, let's get you switched up. We're about halfway through the material that we had. There's a big piece of lead there, and there's a few specks of gold. So hopefully we'll get some more big, larger pieces like in the beginning. Military Chinook. They've been really busy at the airport. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of the bucket. So I'm gonna change you guys again. Uh-oh. Sorry to interrupt, but I think I see another piece of gold. No, Yellowstone. Because if it was gold, it wouldn't have floated off like that. Oh, it sure did look like a piece. Anyhow, I'm gonna bring you up close so that way you can actually see what's going on here. Great day for flying. Like Chuck Yeager used to say. It really is. The air aloft is really cool, so everything is just floating. It's pretty cool here on the ground. Yeah, this guy, same guy, just been flying low and slow. I miss flying. If I could afford it, I'd still have a plane and be flying. that's not the path that's been placed before me. I didn't choose the miner's life. It chose me. While I'm sitting here doing this, I'm thinking about flying and how things could have been different. But everything happens for a reason. I believe it. And I'm glad that the Lord has placed me on this path. For those that probably don't know, there's a whole history with me with this. My gold claims I inherited from a good friend of mine that passed away on the claims when they were his. It was an accident. But yeah, I wouldn't, for as much as how bad it still hurts, I wouldn't change it, because this is how it's supposed to be. I believe it. Maybe someday I'll get another plane, be able to fly, be able to afford it, but that's just a fun thing. My priority is my gold claims. That's gonna be me. I've accepted it till the day I die. I didn't choose the miner's life. It chose me. That's for real. Last scoop. All right, nothing left in there. Let's get this shut down and we'll check it out and I'll bring you back. All right, everyone, got it all shut down. What's that? There's a little piece of gold there. There's a bit of gold underneath the rocks there. That's the yellow rock that had me going. There was actually a few pieces like that. It looked like gold, but it's not gold. Is that a piece there? No, it's not. All right. Well, we know what's in here. Look at that. Nice. Oh, is that a piece? No. Might be. We got to get it washed up. We got to get it cleaned up. But just so you can see it all exchanged out nicely. It's just nothing but the heaviest little bits of stones and black sand. Okay, so what we got to do is pan out the safety pan, and we should not see anything in it if everything was set up correctly. So we'll get that pan down. I'll bring you back for that, and then I'll wash this into the bucket, and then everything that's washed into the bucket, we'll do the final pan out, because that'll have the contents of the sluice and the little small bits that's left in the bucket. So, all right, let me get this panned out over here and I'll bring you back. All right, everyone, pan down the safety pan, and as suspected, no gold, not even a speck. So that's what we wanted to see. So that means that everything is washed down into the bucket. All right, we'll get that panned out after I get something to eat. It's lunchtime now, so I'll be right back. That's what we got. Clean bucket. Oh, there's the gold showing up. You guys can see there's a piece there in the corner. There we go. Oh, that lead ball. All right. Get the wet gloves off so I can grab you guys. There we go. Chris, the rooster, never shuts up. Oh, there's a big chunky piece that started to climb up right there too. All right, let me get this all in the snuffer along with those two other pieces that I pulled out in the beginning, and we'll get it cleaned up and dried in the garage. I'll bring you back. All right, everyone, we're back. Gonna do a snuffer dump and the contents of the cleanup sluice run. Let's check it out. I got the lead and everything out of it, everything else out. One more time. All right. Let's see. Nice. All right, let's bring you down, take a look. Nice. No, that piece right there is that chunky piece. The two first pieces that came out. That one, and then I believe that piece there looked like the biggest pieces. Awesome. Ball of lead. There's some other bits of lead. There's some fines in there too. All right, let's get this cleaned up and dried, and we'll get a weight on it. It's probably not going to weigh a lot, but we'll just for S&Gs. Real nice, coarse pieces. Awesome. All right, I'll bring everyone back. All right, everyone, we're back. We got the gold cleaned and dried, and in a little vial. There's not a whole lot this time. All right, let's do this. All right, here's our empty control. And a little bit of gold. Yeah, figured as much. Not quite a 1/10 of a gram. All right, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed watching me run cons through a DIY cleanup sluice. Very simple to make. So if for anyone was thinking about maybe giving, a shot at trying to do some prospecting yourself on the cheap, it's super simple to make and super cheap. You can get all this stuff at Home Depot or hardware store, or probably even just around a construction site, where they're throwing all kinds of material out, and landscaping guys. That's where most of that irrigation hose comes from. So anyhow, again, hope you enjoyed. Thank everyone for watching. Almost at my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully this video will be the push to get me to that mark. So we'll see. All right, everyone. See y'all on the next one. Take care.